Welcome to our executive interview series at AWS Innovate Day, presented by FedScoop. I'm Wyatt Cashin. We're here with Mark Valcich, Managing Director for Federal Civilian and Healthcare Agencies for Intel. Mark, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Wyatt. Good morning. It's good to be here this morning.
Let me start by asking you, talk about where you're seeing advances in technologies and new tools having the greatest impact on improving mission critical services.
Yeah, that's very important, right? Because the technology for technology's sake isn't going to cut it, right? We have to be able to provide mission value and helping the government deliver their services to its constituent stakeholders. So as the leader of Intel's Federal Civilian and Healthcare team, I am thrilled to see the groundbreaking technologies that are in play today to assist the government with doing just that. It's very important that the government look at and take advantage of capabilities such as artificial intelligence, edge computing, and to coordinate and architect a capability that enables the edge to core to cloud data governance that will enable those technologies and the value of those technologies for the mission. So primarily from a multi-hybrid cloud architecture perspective, it's important to take into account performance considerations, security considerations, and to have an architecture that will enable the reuse and the leveraging of the data that's being generated across the entire enterprise. The data is no longer being just generated in the data center or even in the cloud. It's now also being generated, and sensors are all the way at the edge, right? If we think about agencies like TSA or agencies like the State Department that are deployed around the country and that are deployed overseas, they are generating data. So really the goal is, how do we make the most efficient use of that data to provide mission insights real time to the operator to enable them to deliver those services, to improve national security, to provide the best possible law enforcement and the best possible health care to all of their stakeholders, including public health for the greater good of America. It's extremely important. So Intel has been leaning in this space. We have a government enterprise architecture reference model that we've been working on with several customers that enable these capabilities and enable them to organize their data in a way that allows them to take actionable insights from that data and to leverage great new technological breakthroughs that Intel's been working on with our partners like AWS, things like advanced vector extensions that are part of the Xeon CPU and are now becoming available with AWS, which enable AI on CPUs without the need for the really expensive GPU technologies that are out there. So we're able to do inferencing as well as training right on the CPU, leveraging these extensions that are incorporated into the CPUs, not only for general purpose computing, but now for AI enhanced computing. The only other thing I wanted to add is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity needs to be architected and designed in from the start. And there are some enabling technologies that Intel has had in the market that assist with government cybersecurity capabilities. And these are important. These are things like quick assist technology that will enhance and speed up encryption and compression technologies, for example, with Microsoft SQL, as well as several other tools, so that encrypting becomes practical. It no longer slows you down where you can't use it. You're actually able to use it and also take advantage of things like breakthroughs in securing the data in process and securing the data in memory, assuming that you've got bad actors that are already looking at the workload and still have the ability to protect against that. So I'm incredibly excited about what's possible with new technologies. And in Intel working with AWS, we are providing fast access to those new technologies and very quick ability to lower the TCO and create new capabilities for customers through the tremendous opportunity that all this data presents for all of us.
Well, I want to pick up on your point earlier about data. How are you seeing, government agencies in general building greater data governance into their cloud strategies? And what would you say has been the impact in terms of data storage, analysis, and utilization?
Yeah, that's an important question, Wyatt, because as we talked about earlier, an enterprise architecture is pinned upon the ability to effectively get access to and use the data that's being generated. So as we see the U.S. federal chief data officers focus on the opportunity with data, typically the first thing that they're going to look at is their data strategy, and that includes governance of the data. And we are seeing data lakes come to the forefront, as well as architectures that enable a secure, role-based access to data that enables that data to be actioned and for those insights to be gleaned out of it. So we are doing some work with the U.S. Census Bureau, and a little bit of a teaser. We're planning to see them at the AWS Summit coming up at the end of June in Washington, D.C., and they will provide an excellent example of some of the initial work they're doing to transform their paper-based architecture to a digital architecture with the underpinnings of that edge to core to cloud architecture that is enabled with a data governance capability and a data strategy that will allow that secure ability to access all of the data inputs that are coming, and ultimately provide real-time insights into something that took 5 rail cars worth of paper to collect data and then manually have a company send that to their finance department, sometimes in different locations, and send that paper-based information back to an enterprise. Well, guess what? That information can be presented instantaneously through digital transformation, and with the benefits of data governance, give the ability for, in this case, the U.S. Census Bureau, to provide additional services and capabilities to their constituents. So we're really excited about that, and every agency needs to focus on data governance and leverage the capabilities that are available from AWS and Intel Technologies to enable the actionable insights into that data.
Absolutely. Well, Mark Valcich, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us here at AWS Innovate Day.
Thanks, Wyatt. Have a great day. It was good talking to you.
You too.